Hello, everybody! It's Nathaniel Hoover, aka Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser, and I'm here with another impromptu Megaman Mega Maker livestream. I'm just going to play some levels, picking up where I left off, going from oldest to newest, and I will slow down my introduction ever so slightly to give a couple more people time to join. Those of you who are just finding out about this impromptu livestream. Okay, that's enough time. Here we go. What do we want to do? Let's do my first level on release day. Wow, we are still on the very first day of release. I have a lot of levels to go through. Conshot bringing you this level, which does not seem to be very well rated. Let's see how this goes. As always, let me know if you want me to increase, decrease the volume, talk louder, play better. I can tell, first level, not a good enemy placement. Never ever put your enemy placement, or your enemies for that matter, like right in front of the player so that they're guaranteed to get hit before they have a chance to figure out what's going on. Okay, random door. I want to jump up on top of this. I don't have anything that's going to get me there. Ow. Ow. Well, that's cute. Giving Toadman a place to hide out. I'm just warming up, that's why I gotta let him get a couple of hits in, you know. Decrease the volume, but... Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, hi! Let me actually turn on the audio here. That was not very good. I actually didn't hate it. I wouldn't recommend it as a level. But I can find fun in a lot of things. First level by DDavvizz. Let's see. First level. Let's see how this goes. Also, I'm wondering why my mouse cursor is normal here, but Megaman 10 in... Again, with the enemies right at the checkpoint. Why the custom... mouse cursor does not apply beyond the menu screen. It makes me a little sad. Okay, so not... just as a general introduction, perhaps not the best way to do this. I guess you could have just jumped across. Ow. So this is interesting. Some particularly tricky jumps in here, which I'm not opposed to. Hey there! Stick with this. Trying to read and play at the same time. Yes, this is picking up, Kuno, where I left off, going from oldest to newest. There we go. Oh, that's right, I should just jump from left to right. I think I could have made it there. Let's do this right this time. Woo! Oh, my microphone is covering the bottom right corner of the screen ever so slightly. I know! Isn't that scary that I've been live streaming so long that some people have been able to say that I've been watching you since I was a little kid? I mean, that is super cool. Also speaks to the fact that I really need to get back to recording Mega Man 8. I've been busy doing other things, mostly, but not entirely, working on my Mega Man fan game, Ojo's a Proto Man Adventure, which I talk about every time until it's, you know, done. That was okay. I didn't mind that one. Short, but sweet. Mr. Meangreen by FnalReset. Black Void, I am just playing levels from oldest to newest, so if you made one of the oldest levels in Mega Maker, I would be happy to play it. Well, actually, I'd be happy to play any of them, but this is probably not going to work. Can I charge? Yes, I can. So now we're starting to see some of the earliest levels outside of the core community who was involved in the development and who knew about this project in advance of its release. One, two, 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 two. No, just for the AWD, just for the... Whoa! Just for the Mega Maker streams. Right, I don't need extra lives. just for the Mega Maker streams, I am skipping the music and all of the fancy advance notice. Because this is I feel like playing Mega Man. Like to have some friends along. Where is my boss door on the left side? Interesting, okay. So this is just my super casual, I'm going to play some video games anybody want to watch. More than anything, this is, you know, well, not that this is the intent of it, but I get the feeling this is more how it's going to end up, is extra fodder for my YouTube channel, for people who follow me there but can't always catch me on Twitch. How much crossover was there between the teams on this game and the Magmul Mega Man Endless? If I recall, there was at least some development tool sharing, says Joe Reviewer. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows better than I did. I've already kind of forgotten what this level was like. It was fine. But yeah, there's a fair amount of crossover between the Magmul team and this team, as far as I'm aware. I'm sorry, too uncreative to make a title by Vaan. An error occurred. Undefined response from server. I'm too uncreative to make a level, I guess. Let's try this again. Another not terribly well-rated one. I keep saying that I'm going to switch this controller for a different one, because it keeps sticking when I suddenly go left and right. Especially noticeable in the boss fights. Ow. But, again, this is a, hey, I feel like streaming all of a sudden and just playing some Mega Man, so I wasn't even going to go bother to reconfigure my controls. Yep, that was a level. So, just a straight hallway can be interesting, but, you know, nothing new done with any of those enemies, so... And I think I said I was not going to rate any of these levels unless they really had a strong reaction out of me, but I'm subject to change my mind. Boy! Tyrone 2005! Another -3. Well, we'll see about this. First level was made on 8/7/17. Yeah, that'll be a little while. Looking forward to the Mega Man 8... Oh, hey, some options! Excellent! Looking forward to the Mega Man 8 show-offery. I'm not positive there's going to be... Oh, I see what's going on here. I should probably stop doing this. Because these lasers are going to get me killed. Nope, maybe not in the spikes. That's a good place for you, Napalm Man. Let's see. Nope. Oh, that kind of works. Ah! Alright, now that I've figured out what his weakness is, I'm going to skip this level, because I don't think we need to see all of that again. I like the, you know, sort of surprise Napalm Man with the spikes, but the rest of that was a little bit of a mess. Platform Jumper by TheNDGuy. October 1st. So, play is the button I'm looking for. How's it going? Oh, yes, yeah, show-offery with a question mark on Mega Man 8, because I haven't played it as much as that was probably a death pit under there, which is bad form. Unless the entire level follows the sort of troll pattern, in which case maybe I'll let it slide. Huh, okay. I guess you're just low enough that you get hit by that. But yeah, I haven't played Mega Man 8 nearly as much as the other games that I've recorded so far. And I don't like it as much, which doesn't help. So, I did try to jump there, it didn't let me. Yeah, sorry, anybody joining new who hasn't been part of these streams, I'm going from oldest to newest to try and make sure that as many levels as Oh, that's my controller sticking there. I'm going to give this one more try. I promise for next time that I play anything here, I will correct my controller. The funny part here, though, is that this only gives me serious problems with Mega Maker. Because I've used it with Ojos. There should not be a solid ceiling there. That's not cool. Now that I've determined there's a solid ceiling there. gonna try and, like, slide off the side. Ugh. Or maybe they're just icy. I don't know. Maybe that's my controller. Yeah, I will definitely 100% get my controller back in whack, because it's currently out of whack right now, for the next time. I was just too lazy to do it. Unless it really is going nuts on me right now. What do we got? Questions level, Apple, 1, 2, 3, and... play. Yes, I know, fix it. My controller has stuck, it's getting worse, but I swear, I had a playtester playing Ojo's recently with this same controller, and it did stick a couple of times, but not like always. Okay, so we have a controller kind of going on here. If it's utterly atrocious and just completely keeps wrecking levels, I will take a moment to fix it in-game. So we're just writing stuff. B times 5 equals 3D, or 30, or 35. Oh, I see! It's something like a bottomless pit, and then you have to... okay, this is kind of clever. So let me see actually what we have. Now we get to see if I remember anything about math. 6 times 5. Anybody? Chat? I'll let you decide, because I can't... Stop it! Stop it, controller! Okay, I might need to switch the controller, I'm sorry. Okay, fun concept. Am I handsome, I bet. Well, I don't know you. And it's probably going to be yes, but I'm going to say no just in case you're not. Well, I thought it was a trick question, you got me. So that's a cute level concept. I kind of like that one. I'd like to see it fleshed out and developed a little more. Let's see. Test level easy. XD by IcyTower. Play. IcyTower being another one of the Megaman Endless contestants, yes, contributors. That's true, I should test it with some of the official games, because that would actually be very good to know. Oops, I thought I could turn and then do the quick slide. I think there's a quick slide button, but that's okay, I got an E-Tank now. Right? Yeah. A lot of people like Firestorm, which is cool, because I like Firestorm. But yeah, that's good. I should test this more thoroughly. Because there could be some good bug testing feedback if my controller specific... Oh, really? That's not even fair. That was kind of satisfying. Teehee. Oh! Okay, sure. I got too trusting of my Firestorm's ability to do damage. I mean, at least you get a health refill down here, but I disagree with force damage, like force-taking damage, in a situation like that where it very clearly could have not forced you to take damage. I think as a general principle of game design you should avoid force damage, but in rare circumstances I think it can be used well. That's sort of my game design philosophy for everything. There's nothing, maybe not nothing, but very, very little that should be explicitly off the table altogether. That if you do it well, you can pull off just about anything. Okay, well, we know how to fight Cutman. Probably should have thumbed that down for the same reasons that I thumbed down a couple of the other ones so far. But it was fun to tear through the tadpoles with the fire. My first level by Ruthless24! That is the nice thing about playing this just for fun and not needing to showcase something like I do with the Magma live streams is I can play for as long as it's fun. And I don't need to go out of my way to show things that I already know what the outcome's gonna be. That's fun. I like the Bomb Man, Wood Man tile combinations. A little weird to have the Metal Man stuck in the middle of here, but, you know, whatever. That's okay. I actually... How long will this stream last? Probably like an hour. Well, this is interesting. I need to remember how to fight Crash Man. And also see how his attack pattern changes with something else in the middle. Interesting. Also curious to see how this fares against him. Probably not well. Yeah, I haven't been following any... Nope, that doesn't work. Any of the updates. So I don't know what they have and have not done in this game. Well, that was not elegant at all, but it works. That was okay. Where else we got? Warzone Raid by Dr. Jace. Score 3. I also noticed that the oldest level listings are shifted around ever so slightly since the last time, and I'm wondering, because they're loaded at the end, I feel like we shouldn't, you know, be constantly shifting. Like, if it were the newest ones, I would expect all of the listings to shift a little bit as new stages get added. But... just because. But the oldest ones, I thought, should kind of be stationary. It's not as powerful as I was expecting it to be. Don't need you, or you. Right. It only carries over your E-tanks within the same level. Can't stock up somewhere else. Woo! I'm more okay with that being in this game than I used to be. Because I'm like, oh man, but it's not a Kirby crossover game. This shouldn't be in here. But now NATO's kind of like the, I don't feel like staying alive all that long. I don't feel like doing this. I mean, it could push the oldest backwards. But the oldest starts from top to bottom, so the oldest one should still be at the top of my list and not get pushed around anywhere, so I don't know. Oh, it's always the boss fights. It is always the boss fights. Oh boy, now my controller is just completely out of whack. I may need to, I may actually need to reconfigure this, so hold on a second. No, it's hopeless. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, where did I leave off? 61 to 70. I'm going to briefly reconfigure controls. That is a true tragedy, because I thought I'd be able to at least get through this stream without the thing spazzing out on me to the point where I can't even hold left anymore. Wait, I just missed it, didn't I? Configure controls. Configure gamepad. Hold on a second. I need to open my other program. Ah! Okay, I'm just going to hide all of you for a second. And we are going to... Oh, let's plug in the controller that we're going to use. That's an important step. USB slot. So I'm using my 8-bit D-O. Oh, tell me I just froze everything. There we go, okay. Configure gamepad. Oh, man. Well... this might not work, because it is not recognizing my controller. I am so sorry. Actually... Oh, here we go. It's recognizing this as keyboard input. Almost got it. Actually. There we go. Now we can resume gameplay. Online! Find levels. Browse the levels. Or 60-something? Try again. Yes, here we go. Back to it. So, Warzone Raid? I think that's where we started. Yeah, we started to play this one. And got caught up in the middle of it. Megaman Maker Hype. Altimitt. Okay. Here we go. Back to normal. Yeah, the problem with the controller is that it's underneath the gamepad itself that's sticking. Wait a second. This is a problem. Because it's not... Well, that's a problem. I may need to cut this stream short and call it a lost cause. Actually, hang on. There's one more thing I can do. I can play with the keyboard and then figure out what on earth is going wrong with all of my controller setups here. Oh, it's detecting the controller I just plugged in. Alright, let me get back to the configuration screen. I'm so sorry, this was supposed to be like the really easy, laid-back stream, and now, as usual, everything is going wrong. Alright, we're just going to do this with the keyboard. Left, right, up, down. You can be jump today, you can be shoot. Don't need you. Actually. That'll be that. Alright. One more time! With feeling this time. Find levels. Browse. Oh, I use the arrow keys to move when I'm doing controller or keyboard controls. And I'll use Z and X for most of my main actions, A and S for the weapon switching. Enter for pause, perhaps. I switched it up a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Megaman Maker Hype! Altimitt. Let's try this. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I thought we got out of the live stream in progress screen. Been getting really bad about that, too. Hoi-yoy-yoy. Okay. Oh, I think I have my shoot and jump backwards, but that's okay. Actually, it'd be interesting to run Joy to Key through this to see if it's actually the controller or if it is the control configuration here. That is not terribly nice. Not a whole lot you can do here, and then jumping is way, way too dangerous for the amount of damage. Yeah, there's... I don't approve. Rebind controls within a stage. That's a good thought. How can I hit you with my quick boomerangs if you keep running away? There we go. Kind of get into a groove. I'm going to move my window over a little bit so I can see it better. There we go. It does reverse what my hands are usually doing if I have the controls on the number pad. No, not particularly care for that one. Ironman, Happy Gamer 421. But I am used to odd shifting control schemes, so I just need to... It needs to be something that's comfortable for my hands, and then I can basically deal with whatever. Interesting that you're kind of in the air when you spawn. Fun. Put this on here just to make life interesting. Let's be safe. Oh, let's be safe. Okay. Well, that was kind of a waste. Anything over here? Like, okay, lasers, but that wasn't a particularly threatening laser pattern. That would have been a good warm-up of, oh, hey, by the way, there's lasers here. That was not the case, and there totally should have been a power-up. Lots of wasted potential here. Hey, I like having the footholders here in a boss fight. I don't know that it particularly helps anything. And I think, oh, fire. You probably work. You probably don't work. This is interesting. Not so fond of not having special stuff to fight him with. Cool. Probably should have used one of the tanks that I had. That would have been good. And I don't want to redo all of this, but that was okay. I almost want to thumbs that up, because there was enough creativity in there, despite some of the wasted potential, that I had a little bit of fun with it. Escape the fortress! Says Zoroark. I know, I should use things. That's a game icon, avatar that I was not expecting to see. Can I play your level? Yes, if your level is one of the oldest ones in the game. Again, I'm going from oldest level to newest level. My brain is trying to adjust to the mix of tiles here. Oh good, some stuff. It was not nearly as effective as I was hoping it would be. Oh right, don't read chat when there are lasers about. Buster armor. Let me actually read this in a safe spot. Hang on. Buster armor unrelated to weapon weakness, so that you could have the Buster do more damage without filling up a weakness slot. Interesting thought. Don't know why I'm wasting all my energy with that. That's really more ways out of that pit than are really necessary. Oink! This is another... Well, okay. Now we're talking. Yeah, I know, but I knew they weren't going to kill me, so... Whee! So, doing a little something different with the lasers now, and I like the Coltons, the way that they're implemented here. That's good, that's good. What? No! Stay safe. Ah, okay. No! Get out! Get out! Egg. Oh, that's good. That actually breaks them. Well, that worked so successfully before. Let's make sure it doesn't work this time. I always wanted to do this. Just Mario them out. There are different configurations of laser that you can have. You can have them to kill you instantly or just drain your health rapidly. Probably should have paid a little more attention to how I was getting through there, but checkpoints make it all irrelevant. Let's see, what else do we have? Anything? T-beam. I mean, whoa! Right, bad idea. And I love that this attaches to him. Ow. Yeah, let me do that better. Clear out a hole for him to fall down. Second boss door is probably just decorative, I would guess. Yay! Oh, I should have kept holding right. I would have fallen down the pit. It would have been great. That was pretty good. Again, a little creativity goes a long way with me. Just show me something I haven't seen before. Give me something new. Spin Dash, New King James. Right, I can skip this. I forgot that, yes. Okay! Oh boy. Ow. That didn't work. You mean dash spin. Or dash die. Die and dash. Right, that's not the weapon I thought it was. This is embarrassing. But I know I can get this. And this is probably before the you can jump off of things was implemented. I should probably stand there and hop on him, but you don't need to see me do that. Hop on him a couple of times. That was acceptable. That made more sense to me than the other one we had to use special weapons to get up. Enemy Storm! IDK! Oh, I like quick lasers that drain your weapon energy. That's a cool idea. Yeah, lots of different variations that we could see. Oh boy. Rushity jet. Probably should have positioned myself a little further forward. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Is this another one of those wasted potential levels? What? Hi, you're in a wall. How does it feel? Actually, no, I didn't like that. Because it was just a jumble of things. Platforming in the Sky by FnalReset! Also, don't take it personally if I don't like your level, because it is just one particular instance of game design. It does not speak to your entire personality, your whole character. It's just this particular combination of graphics and objects. And my general inability to platform at this hour, apparently. Okay, let's try this again. I'll probably only go for another 15-20 minutes yet. My plan is to stop at the end of a row. Or a column, I guess, of play. Wow, okay. I keep over-anticipating how far he's going to come to me. And also, it's my impatience as a gamer, just standing here waiting, and then the first opportunity I get of, oh boy, an opening! And then I just, okay. I don't want to stand here and wait to see what the safest positioning is. Yeah. Wait, what? But yeah, I'll probably go, jarring screen transitions, until the end of a block of levels, so that it's theoretically easier to find my place later on, even though the levels keep shifting around. Okay, there's some potential there. I do like the pure platforming aspect of this, that you're not shooting enemies, it's just how good is your jumping skill. But could use a little polish, I think. DGR Death by Chris2953. Okay, let's see what this goes. Oh, custom assets would be incredibly, would completely change the nature of this game. Yes, good, give me new weapons that I haven't, give me pain in the face. Right, reading chat, not actually reading what's going on here. But what's going on here is mostly death. Like, how are you supposed to get through that, seriously? I wouldn't mind so much if there were, like, one weapon that just clears all of them out and you have to just pick the right weapon. But I don't feel like that's the case. Okay. Okay. That looked like it spelled something. Whee! That's true. Mini-bosses would be good. Overly dramatic Nightman fight, looking at the health bar instead of... Come on, learn how to play. I learned how to play! Yay! Ha! I have yet to build any proper levels in here yet. I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking about it. But I want to finish my game first! I have World 1-1 Super Mario Brothers Nightwriter. Wow, this is a super powerful, popular concept. Powerful. How did that word get in there? Oh good, there's actually a power-up where there's supposed to be a power-up. That's cool. These actually look a little too backgroundy for my tastes. I wonder if there was some sort of secret where there should have been the pipe. We have anything? Yep, Firestorm. Much as I like Firestorm, we're seeing perhaps a little too much of it, even though I know there's not a whole lot of options here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I need that. I think I liked the other Mario 1-1 better, because this just... This follows more the idea of, well, here are where the enemies are positioned, but doesn't really take into account, this is why these enemies work well here. It doesn't really fit the character of those enemies, so... You're sort of the opposite of a flagpole. That's where you belong. Oh, that would be fantastic, Legend. Okay. Where else do we go? Underground Mission by Gavin Dragon. I know Gavin Dragon. Boop! I have to say, one of the hardest parts of level design is not designing rooms that look like they may be suggestive of body parts. Because I'll have this perfect room and I'm like, oh yeah, that oh wait, that's not what I want it to look like, and I need to completely redesign it so that I don't have people poking fun at it. Well, let's see. I'm sort of on autopilot here. See, this could have been a really good challenge if you couldn't stand safely here, if you just fell onto those platforms right away. I missed the secret path! Well, that's a shame. Okay. Those would be cute for a power refill if you went through a longer stage, but not really much point. This is kind of fun. Whoops! Interesting how the, yeah, I like Strawberry. Interesting how the large shot kind of tracks you diagonally backwards when you're standing really close. Whee! Alright, that was alright. And I think that was the end of this column? Yes, perhaps? Oh, maybe not. This is why you don't put Shine as primary! Oh no! By Nikitop99. Well, we had our Shine tutorial earlier, so hopefully I'm an expert at this now. This is why you don't put Shine as the primary in the level, because then you can't put any challenges or enemies in the level. Bing bong. That's pretty fun, actually. So this is a nice twist on it. Let's see if I can make it over. Yes. Oh. To no avail. Oh yeah. Nobody better come near me. Yeah, this is interesting. The totally shielded route. And this is not something I'd want a full game of, but this definitely changes the dynamic enough that it keeps it interesting. This is the kind of thing that I wanted to see more of out of Mega Maker. What do we have? Random other patch of ladder. Oh, that's not actually a patch of ladder. Right, don't float down into it, float across it. Oh boy! Let's see how this works. Nice! Oh, I overestimated how much damage I could do. That was entertaining! I liked that. That worked really well. Ooh, Big Eye Conveyor Belt Sniper Joe combo. That's rough, and I like it. Okay, I approve. That was fun. It was the first genuinely fun level that I've played so far tonight. There have been some others who've been like, yeah, okay, that was pretty good. Robo-Base! I'll go to the bottom of this column, I think, and then call it a night. Robo-Base by MrNoPepl. No people. Alright. Also, thank you to everybody who just decided to join me on a whim. I'm still constantly fascinated that people are still finding me entertaining after all these years. Or maybe I'm just unaware of how little everybody else has to do. But either way, I'm very excited to have people here. This is super cool. More fun with friends. Because I probably would have dabbled around with this on my own time, but I definitely would not be going through... Ow. Ow. Definitely not going through every single stage. I'm not even going to bother trying to do this the right way. Why not go to 100? Because I want to go to bed. Oh, don't slide into it. I guess dodging these is an advanced strategy. Yeah, those Mega Man 8 videos. I do want to get back to them, but I want to focus completely, solely on them. And they're also a pain because I'm using a different emulator. I have the games on the original hardware. Ugh. No, I'm done with this level. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'm done with this level. But there's a lot more technical stuff that I have to deal with on Mega Man 8, just to get the recording done, let alone practice enough to make it good, let alone have anything fun to say in the commentary after it's all put together. So it's going to be more of a technical headache than any of the other ones. Long Airdash Glitch by New King James. I'm using... EPSXE. Ow. I wonder if I need to come in through... Right, top spin is not what I want. Aw, thank you, Japanese Dragon Rider. Nope! Nothing out there. Okay. I have no desire in trying to figure out how to do this right. Going back! Let's see. Hot Cutters and Big Projectiles by StrawberryStress. Oh, the glitch has been patched. I see. The level should then be taken down. I think, unless you're not aware that the thing glitched. But, I don't know, I feel like if I made a Mega Maker level, and I definitely am planning on it when I have some more time to do so, I would definitely watch other people's playthrough videos every so often and just see how people are enjoying my level. Right, this is not effective at all. What am I thinking? Yes, I could stand here all day and fight you, but I don't care to. Yes, thank you, Legend. Well, that almost worked. What? Well, that's not very nice. Mean. So that's kind of cute, having the garrison of carrot-tossing mongrels. They're not mongrels, they're bunnies. Interesting. Hey! 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 No me gusta. Yeah. Well, this is... It was way too hard, and then it was way too easy. Okay. Yeah. I like the idea of using the bunnies as sort of blockade, but the implementation there really didn't work. An Icy Forest by Jelledot! You know, I don't even like jelly donuts, but now I want a jelly donut. Whoa! Right, this is not my controller, it's actually icy this time. Although I want the trees to be blue. Blue and white trees. No bunnies! Ugh. Give me just one weapon. Just one weapon, it's all I ask of you. There's probably more over there, but I don't want to find it. By the way, if you're planning your calendar around my live streaming non-schedule, I guess that was just a detour. I am probably, but I don't want to promise anything, going to aim for another live stream, a proper fan game sampler live stream, this weekend. Well, that was easy. A little too easy. I like the icy aspect to it, that's slightly different, but there wasn't enough time for me to really sink my teeth into the battle, and with the camera shifting back and forth, that also kept the battle from, you know, being as interesting as it could be, because I couldn't see the battle. But yeah, I'm planning on hopefully doing a Mega Man X fan game sampler live stream this weekend, if I can swing it. Dem easy level! Albert, 15, please. Oh, good night! I know, this is way late for some people, and for other people. Okay, so I can't jump my full height. I figured that was the case, but I wanted to make sense. Oh, good! None of these are particularly helpful to me right now, but... I did not think I was jumping that high. Okay. These always gave me so much trouble in Mega Man 6, but I've gotten much better. It only took me 3 times to get through. Huh? Huh? I don't know if there are any good Mega Man X fan games. Oh, NATO. I see. Will that get me... Yes, it will get me killed. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I mean, all of the Mega Man fan games... Wow! All of the Mega Man fan games that I play are blind, with the exception of, like, 1 or 2 that I miraculously played before I picked up this terrible habit. This wonderful, terrible habit. Okay, that's it for this level. I'm sorry. It's good to start the level with that, because if you die, you go right back to the checkpoint. But because of how easy it is to die there and then not realizing that I had NATO, because I wasn't paying attention, but it also looked like it could have been a path to another place. It is hard to tell with Mega Maker, because you can't really delineate what's a bottomless pit and what's a road to the next screen. But yeah, so I don't know what Mega Man X fan games are out there, and if they're any good or not. I just know that I have them on my hard drive. Annoying Level by M9M. Oh boy. Well, -3 suggests that it may actually be annoying. The graphics certainly are. This does not look like a good blend to me. Stop. Oh, and you're invincible, are you? So this is sort of the just do more damage to him than he can do to you in a shorter amount of time. Okay, fine. There was some potential there, but just a little much overkill with the bullets there. Like having one invincible thing shooting at you, maybe even 2. 3's a little much. It's raining napalm! AcroXShadow. Well, thank you, Dragon Shop, for neglecting your education on my behalf. Not that I condone that or recommend that. But, you know, if you're here, I trust that you know what you're doing. You can get everything done that needs to be done. So, this would be more entertaining if I didn't just do this. I want to see more of this level. Take the hit and then keep going. Because if he were, like, invincible and chasing me the whole way, that would be cool. Yay! I'll join you. What? Not fair! I totally had that. Any Mega Man X fan game that's a full game. Not so sure. I would have liked that more if I hadn't just had a Shine versus Napalm level. That's the other problem with opening things up to the community with a relatively limited development kit, is you get a lot of these great ideas duplicated across places. Shineland, created by Super Lario 1706. Shineland. It looks like Napalm Man. Okay. I wish the background were glowing. That's, you know, Brightman's level. Is it actually glowing and I'm just colorblind and can't tell? I feel like those are supposed to be glowing more. No, it's totally not glowing. Wait. So then, are we not supposed to go this way? That's kind of a waste. Also kind of a waste, but I like that it's, you know, made me pause for a second and think. Okay. Oh good, an actual challenge. Albeit, you know, basically the same one that we've seen elsewhere plenty of times. Oh, I like this. That was fun. I like that. Okay, that's highly entertaining. You're off slightly. Oh, I like that they are going perfectly back on the right trajectory to hit them, or me. Okay, and you slowly float off the ladder if you do that. Good to know. Okay. Let me go up here before I go through the door. Oh, good. I kind of wanted something to fall out of the ceiling on me and just smush. Really? Wow! Okay. Well, we've done this before. That is kind of shocking, actually. So, this is French for I can't read French, by Russian. What do we got? Oh, good options! Hooray! Oh, and we have some other ones that haven't made too many appearances, so... Figures. Okay. I know that they're affected by things, but it still makes me laugh when I see it happen. Oh, yeah, just as another general game design thing, if you're going to have a solid ceiling that's not visible to the player, not that it's possible to really do that here, but make sure that it's indicated with like a ceiling shadow. You know how you have in normally in Mega Man you have a little line of shadow underneath. That's interesting. Also interesting. Again, don't need all of these. But you normally have that little line of shadow to indicate that the object above the background is solid. It was like the least effective thing I could have done right there. But yeah, indicate to the player somehow that there is a solid ceiling before they jump up thinking that everything's hunky-dory. This is probably more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, what else we got? Well, really, I feel like Magnet Missile would be a good pick against him. Flash Stopper is kind of useless there. I don't want to resort to that right away. Yes! Perfect! I have you right where I want. No, I don't want you there. Go for the health! Haha! I know how to use my head. I should have stood on the spring to see if I kept bouncing after I won. Yeah, waterfalls really do kill stream compression. It's sad. Did I put a shot reflecting weapon in Ojo's? Yes and no. I do have a lot of things. I have shot absorbing weapons, but you'll just need to see that when it comes out someday eventually. Your stereotypical Mega Maker level by Mega Boy. That could mean a lot of things right now. It's probably a Mario Brothers 1-1 with Napalm Man and Shine Spark at the end, and lots of Joes that don't do anything fun. That just block your path. So far, this is decidedly not a typical Mega Maker level. Probably should have tried to bounce off of them. Lasers. And I can't slide, so that's also less typical. Hopefully going down? Okay. I'll give you that. Why are you so difficult to hit? I have nothing else. The M-Tank, of course, is sadly worthless here. There we go. Now it's kind of working out. I just need to get him low enough. Trying to fight him at the same height as me is just a mistake. Huzzah! I have not seen a Yashichi in this game that I can remember. Yes, every level is better with memes. Oh, that's it. I want to keep going. I'll go to bed eventually. Crashman Revenge by Sans Sobriety? What is that? Sans Rob Rhine TV. Sure. Whoa, I'm having vicious flashbacks. Was not this like the exact architecture that another stage started off with? Right, that is not Shine. That is something completely different. Why are you... What? Why were you there? That confuses me. Oh, options again. Cool. Topspin only hurts enemies that I bounce on. Right, it's not into their side. It's only on top of them. So, I'm not getting much of a strong impression of this level. It's just, this is another one of those, like, popcorn levels, or I think I used the potato chip analogy. Ha ha ha! Okay, you got me on that one. But the lack of a checkpoint there is supremely disappointing, and so I'm quitting your level in protest. Super Mega Brothers, spin jump, take a breath! Well, I'm totally fine with top spin having different functionality here. And I'm okay with the weapons in general. This is not a good time to determine, oh wait, I only have top spin. I am okay with switching up the functionality of a weapon if it is improving on a weapon, or keeping the same general, you know, if it's keeping true to the spirit of the weapon, or if it's improving on it somehow. Like, if it completely redesigns it so it's not even remotely recognizable as to what it's supposed to do, maybe not. Into the factory. Final reset. Right. We can skip that. The Mega Boot as a weapon? I like that. Okay, so... maybe we'll actually get some good Magnet Beam usage in here. Come back! Maybe I could use the Magnet Beam here instead of waiting for you. This continuous vertical scrolling is still taking some adjustment. Just to be safe. Ooh, nice! Got all three of you. Oh, I can't sneak through there. So that could actually be... well, at least there's other enemies that can refill my weapon's energy on the incredibly unlikely event that... nope! We've done this battle before. On the off chance that you run out of weapon energy. PMX 001, created by Sirocco. No, I get that, King Fossil. I still think that Mega Man The Wily Wars did top spin the best. Although it's fun to have the Mario bouncing ability here with top spin. Oh, options, I approve. Anything to get us over? No. Right! I need to release! It's better when you let go sometimes. But yeah, I think that, again, with the hard hat right where you teleport in. No more of that, please. Yeah, Mega Man The Wily Wars, I think, had the best, iteration of top spin, because I think it behaved the way it was supposed to. Where you were basically indestructible. Right, patience. Stop and watch what you're doing. I'll give this one more shot and go the other direction. Can't go that way. Unless there is no other direction, in which case I might let this one slide. Oh good, there is. Oh boy, what a novel challenge. Have not seen this before. Now, if you put it with a pit behind me, that I might fall into it by accident if I get hit, that could be a little more interesting. Even though I know this has weapon energy, this is really... and that's probably the exit to the other place. It's got so much weapon energy that this is not all that challenging, actually. Oh, and you again. Okay, good. Magnets! Yes, that was satisfying. Magnet Missile is one of my favorite weapons. Or at least, like, one of my second favorite weapons. I have several. But, yeah, that high energy consumption is just too much. I also would like to see the option to have an energy balancer in this game. I think I said that before, but it's really... For as short as some of these levels are. Ooh, can I bounce that off? That's good. That's effective. One of these days, Flash Stopper will work on somebody. Right, aim at the guy, not away from the guy. Magnesis, where Magnet Missile is your main weapon. Somebody get on it! I'd play it. Well... Yes, I mean, special weapons are such that they generally do make the game easier, and you can totally rely on them and ignore the regular buster. But I still contend that, well, number one, you're not getting the satisfaction of working your way up, of beating all of these bosses and individually gaining these weapons. And all of the stages that we're playing are more like regular stages instead of like wily stages where things go off the handle and all of a sudden you've got to use all of those weapons unless you're super good at just the buster. That these are just sort of regular normal stages, and you also have a huge complement of weapons in some cases, which really does delete the challenge altogether in some cases. Boss challenge by Dry. Oh, the special weapons, like NATO and Shine. Yeah, I can agree with that too. But, you know, I still stand by what I said about the regular special weapons in the shorter stages like these. This is just tricky enough to throw me off. Okay, I made it. An interesting twist could have been executed a bit better. I mean, at the very least, you could have lowered the level so you're not jumping through the health bar there. What do we got? Totally Not a Vietnamese Jungle by Maximum Grubo. This looks familiar. Excuse me. I got Kick. Maybe I'll use it. I used it. Oh boy! Right, take out the gumballs before climbing the ladders. Ow, ouchie, ouchie. Ouchie woo. Whee! That was not as effective as I wanted it to be. This is a trap. Ouchie. Right, not everything gets destroyed in one hit. This could have been a more interesting challenge combining the two of those enemies and spikes. I'm finding as I'm designing Ojos that there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of challenge ideas, I don't need those, that can be really fun if you can convince the player to enter into those challenges in the first place. Like, there's somewhere like, well, I could do it the way you want me to, or I could just completely bypass it with this one weapon. Or I could take a hit and then run through while taking damage and avoid all of this. And it's... my game lagged just a little bit. And it can be really tricky to design stages in such a way that the player is forced to do a challenge more or less the honest way. You know, a little bit of fudging it with special weapons is fine. A little bit of bypassing it with rush utilities is fine. But, you know, not skipping the entire challenge. And it's really tricky to sort of force the player to succeed on the challenge, to actually figure out the puzzle or defeat the enemies, without forcing them to play a specific way. Like, here's another room that could have been fairly interesting if I couldn't stand there safely. I think I actually said "Oh Joe's" once by accident without the embellishment, and I was sad for like a good 7 seconds afterwards. So I'm making sure to say it with the embellishment every time. And I was actually doing that off camera for a while, but then I was telling my wife about, hey, guess what I did today? And then after a while, it's like, okay, I can't, keep this up every time I say it. But for you, my loyal fans, I absolutely will. Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's another one that I haven't seen yet. My wife and I are watching some anime right now. Normally I wait until things are completely released and finished before I start to get invested, but she watched a couple episodes and said, hey, this is pretty good, you'd like it too? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll give this a shot. So we were watching through Restaurant to Another World right now, which is neat, because it's a very low-key anime that is just about this restaurant that various people in a fantasy world have access to via this door that opens up once every 7 days. And it is a fantasy show, and it is I should have paid more attention to what I was doing there. That's alright. I'm not going to redo all that. I'll find a different level. But it's fun because there's no high stakes, end of the world, everybody's got to live. It's just, we're going to eat some food today, and it's going to make you hungry because it's drawn extraordinarily well, and it's described very well like you do on a cooking show, and my wife and I are foodies, so this is perfect for us. And it's neat that you have the different perspectives of all the different fantasy characters, like lizard men and lion men and fairies and everybody who comes to visit the restaurant. So it's very nice, relaxing, fun, and definitely the kind of show that you watch over dinner. Let's see, Mega Level, I think we just... No, we did the Vietnamese jungle. That's totally not a Vietnamese... Mini-me jungle. Mega Level, created by Dry. Thank you, Joe. I approve. Okay, so this is pure platforming, and I said I like pure platforming. I almost had that one. I'm loving all of the Joe suggestions that I'm getting here. Second try, not so bad. I'm thinking of Cheat Commando O's. Those aren't real O's! Ice Cut by Neosrua. Let's play it. See what happens when we play it. I do not have a cup of Ojos! Oh man, I'm so looking forward to all of these puns in the comments when I finally release the game. Ow. And actually, and I know this is probably not why you were asking it, but talking about a cup of Joe, I don't drink coffee. I rely on a good night's rest to get me through the day. And barring that, hot chocolate, or, maybe like a Mountain Dew, or, Surge back in the day. Actually, Surge made a resurgence, a 90s lemon lime soda that's basically 7-Up with extra caffeine. But I just saw that in the store. Haven't seen that in about a decade or two. Oh, I'm a little behind on the Strong Bad emails. Yeah, I'm just not keeping pace there. Nah, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I got a checkpoint. I think we're heading left. I'll try this one more time, but this level feels a little haphazard for me. Surge is... That's probably Surge. That would not surprise me at all. Maybe you're also thinking of Mellow Yellow? Which I think also had something unpleasant related to it in that department. We're gonna get through all of this. Too much going on, and also I'm trying to rush a little much. But I'm also not a huge fan of lemon lime soda, so I really only got it for the nostalgia, and then was immediately reminded, wait, this tastes just like lemon lime, like any other lemon lime soda, and I don't really need the extra caffeine. Oh, chat, you're making me happy. Fojos! I had something I was going to say. Do not at all remember what it was. Oh, the Strong Bad email. Yeah, so a little behind on those, but I'm excited to see that new ones are trickling in every so often. Strong Bad and Homestar Runner in general is, as you can probably tell if you've watched enough of my videos and read enough of my blog posts, definitely helped inform my sense of humor. Right, we're gonna do it this way. Okay, good. Not like Magmal 2, at least the iteration that I played, where they just... where you can take out a whole line of these with just a Buster Shot. Yeah, let's be careful and not destroy all of those, because we don't want to get hit by the laser. Oh boy! I tried to jump. That didn't work. Okay, let's try and switch this up and see. You know, that's funny. All of this architecture here, and he doesn't want to play any other way. Woo. Brojos! Yes, brand everything. I so heartily approve. Getting close to the end here, aren't we? Top of the Tree by Nessie Mess. I hope the level is tidier than your name. Gravity Man. Mojos for everyone. I'm morbidly curious. It's a pit. Don't go down here. That's a waste. There's no need for that. If you pick them up with the Super Arm, then they would be Throjos! Oh, I like it. Super Arm did not make the cut. There were a couple of special weapons that I considered putting into the game. There's actually a pretty good number of them, because there's multiple playable characters and they all have their own weapons. But Super Arm was one that I thought would be fun, that I realized later, as I got better at programming, I realized, actually, I think I could program this. But by that point, the level design was already pretty well locked in, because I made it a point to do the level design first, and then spontaneously die. That was fun. So I didn't want to completely overhaul everything just to accommodate the Super Arm. But I would totally put that in. I don't want to think about a sequel. I am not planning on a sequel for a game that I haven't even released yet. This took up more than a year of my life. It's not even done yet. It was supposed to be like a glorified Magmal 1 level, not a full-blown game that took me this long. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Megaman Destruction Inc. by Edgy Man. Double the Metal Mans. Double the fun. It's the statement of the greatness of a blue guy with a gun. Who can't charge. That's true. They would be Slow Joes with a lower clock speed. Chat, you're making my evening. There we go. Get in some of that multi-hit action. Those spikes, they're like high-fiving each other or something. Like, hey, we're totally useless down there. High five. There we go. Rolling Cutter is more of an awkward weapon than you would be led to believe. If they were dogs with rabies, they'd be Cujo! I'm really tempted to just keep reading all of your comments in chat out loud, but you know, in the off chance that people want real commentary. Ah, that's not fair. I'll keep trying to talk normally, but I am reading everything, and you are just making my day. Why am I even doing this? I need your weapon energy more than I need your health. Oh, boo. Okay, so that's an okay use. Would have been a better use of the Joe. Like I could see like running away, or like some sort of time challenge where you need to. I'm not able to fully think this through, but I can see that with the Hammer Joe throwing at you as you're slowly running away on the platform being of benefit. Well, I'm out. I don't care to fight you with just the Buster, so I'm out. I don't want to end there. I'll go just a little longer. Level 1! Oh, I've been playing it backwards. No wonder some of these have been so hard. By Kazef. Okay. This does not strike me as a level 1. At least I can do that to reset it. But you never know where those platforms are going to take you. I should have taken care of them before I went through. A lot of things are just, before you really have a chance to react to them, you have to react to them. That was interesting. Oh, I was just about to slide into it. That would have been fun. That's a little bit of a stretch, Legend. Mega Remix by Core! Hey, a Gutsman avatar. I don't think we've seen one of those yet. What are we doing now? So help me. You're gonna make me dislike Joes even more than I already do. Oh! So here's another one where... So one of the strategies that I've been using in my game that's been fairly useful is dropping players into a situation. So they fall from one screen down to the next screen, and then they're in the middle of a challenge. And still give them time to react and think and breathe, but there's really no way to avoid going into the challenge. Going from left to right, or, you know, right to left, sometimes you can kind of bypass parts of the challenge. But, like that one screen back there, I should have had to have used the floating platform and navigate that while fighting an enemy, but it was just there. Alright, well, we know how you turn out. Where to? Glacier Escape by Vren! Yeah, hope you like not being able to see what's going on the screen. Oh, there's a platform there. Good to know. Yeah. I'll give this one more shot. There's also something to be said about the drop it in if it doesn't work, drop it out approach. Yeah, that's not really... I mean, you can use the waterfall in the background to kind of guide once you know that's there and you're paying attention to it, but basically a blind jump for all intents and purposes. Noob by Paku. Cosmic, is this you again? I knew that I was going to get hit by that. Oh, what do we got? We're just blazing through these. Megaman, quick intro! Reaper! Wonder if they like shopping at Greg. Oh, good! Yes, something different. But perhaps not all that different. There must be something wrong with me, because for a fleeting second I said, I hope an enemy pops out of that pit. No, no, no! Bad! You know, why am I doing this? Ugh! That is not a pretty combo. I guess I don't need to be doing this, but I can, so I will. Probably should have stood around to watch this pattern here. Oh, so here's another instance of the ceiling. At least we saw that there was a ceiling above us. Ow. You blend in with the background. You know, if there were custom shielded enemies to go in an underground tomb, they could be Ferojos! Maybe. Low foes. I have a very high tolerance and appreciation for terrible, wonderful puns. Everybody else who's watching is probably like, oh no, make it stop, no more puns. I'm like, bring them on, keep them coming. Spark Man's Tower of Terror by Moon. Whoa! Did not mean to press that button. Sorry, at least I paid attention to that one that time. Okay. Good, I have a different weapon. I kind of want to see more Quick Boomerang, because I feel like that's a weapon... I was not expecting those to be solid for some reason. That's a weapon that didn't quite get enough love in Mega Man 2. Like, there are places you can use it, but there's a pretty good weapon roster in Mega Man 2, so you don't really need to use it in as many places. Wee, wah, wah, wee, wah, boing, wah. Invisible ceiling! It's uncanny how many things I'm talking about, like, you should do this, or you shouldn't do this, or I'm tired of this, or this was really cool, and then it just keeps happening over and over this time. Okay. So this is not terribly interesting, but I'm doing it anyway! I'm not even sure he's affected by the swirly fire there. Huh. That's treated like a bottomless pit. That's interesting. Unless there were spikes below it that I wasn't paying attention to, but... Huh. Okay. I've been mooned. Sky Climb! Entity 1037! I know you! Yes! Oh, and Star Crash. Gotta use some of that. I like the different color background. We don't get to see this all too often. The clouds are a little distracting. They're a little much. Although, that's probably just the way they're pre-programmed, so... I forget what the name of the level is. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Well, that saved my bacon. Cool. Yes. Well, if nothing else... Oh, yes! See, this is how you do it, because the player is forced to be in this situation. Okay, yes, I totally approve of that last challenge. That was really good. I'm being held here by a force! Help! Good checkpoint placement. This is decidedly less high stakes than before, but we're introducing a different gimmick, so it's okay that that's happening that way. At least I think it's introducing a different gimmick. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. And now we're combining things. Interesting. Right, should have jumped up there. This is clever. And it's something different. Again, with the pure platforming here. Whoa! Screen transition. Oh, that's right! This has the weird gravity. Right! That only works while the shield is active. Oh, I should probably... Well, I'll need to fight him honestly, because I'm going to run out here. And if I die, I'm going to quit, because I didn't have the foresight to, not do this before. Ow. Of course I don't have any. This somehow works out. No! That was lucky. Good. That was good. Solid. Still can't think of a good name. I don't even. I played one of your levels before. Ha! Oh, we use different stuff. Well played, Dragon Rider. Zwee! Ah! Yeah, these... And I think I've said this before, too, but... Caution with your screen transitions. You know, make them as smooth as possible so you don't suddenly have multiple directions of shifting going on at once. I'm learning. Maybe not that well. Knigget Man, again! Oh, you can come over here now, can you? Crush me into the ceiling, why don't you? I'm beginning to understand more of the criticism that people have about the relatively limited collection of assets for release. Snake Fortress, DDavvizz! Because evidently I'm still playing, like, release day levels, which was, what, 2 months ago now? Something like that? And already there's been so much overlap, and, you know, not saying that there's not going to be overlap if you have more assets, but I can see how already we've already gone over so many of the same ideas. This is super weird. Wee! Yeah, not quite. And I don't know exactly what's blinking over there. I'm gonna throw myself down this hole. Maybe it'll make me feel better. Nope! Alright, moving on. Oh, was my mouse cursor down there the whole time? Sorry. Almost done here. We're just gonna play just a meme! And then maybe we'll quit. By Jelledot! Aww. Eem. Maybe Megaman is standing in for the M now. That wasn't even a level. It lives up to the name, yes, but... I'll pretend that I haven't seen the mean E-Tank thing used in other stages, and then this is fun. But only because I've seen it other places. I'm gonna keep going, I'm having fun. My first level, please vote! By Andy Android. Okay, I will try to remember to vote. Hey, Cosmic. I am immediately regretting saying that I'm gonna play another column of this, because now I'm like, maybe I kinda wanna go. We'll see how quickly I get through these. I was not intending this to be a terribly long stream, but I'm having fun. And if I stop doing this, I either go back to working on my game, which is 5 pages of a to-do list of things to fix, or things that I still have to implement. And most of it's all programming stuff and not design stuff, so it feels more like work at this point, even though some of it can be really rewarding and fun. Whoa! When I finally do get to something to work the way I want it to. And I also try not to have working on my game be the last thing that I do before I go to bed, because then I stay awake thinking about, oh, but what about doing it this? And how do I, maybe I can fix it that way? And brain's just too active. No. So this is interesting. Little sort of teleport, good luck kind of thing going on. Oh, I have weapons. You know, you would think that fighting these bosses all of these extra times would make me better at fighting them, but in fact I'm just getting lazier with them. Because I'm like, I don't need to get better at them, because I'm still going to make it through if I do enough damage quickly enough. But yeah, so if I'm not doing this, it's going back to working on my game, which I don't want to do right before I go to bed, and I want to really gear up for it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to vote, because I honestly, maybe it's because I was talking completely, just the rest of the level didn't leave much of an impact on me. I kind of forgot what happened up to the boss fight. I apologize. Gotta go fast, Omari! Can't go fast that fast. Or I go back to playing King's Quest VII, and I've sort of had a rule of don't play Sierra games right before bed, too, because death sequences can really mess up your head, man. Well, that was not the best thing to do. Oh, this is just a mess. I don't think that was supposed to happen that way. Oh, thank you! Oh, I see what happened. So, for whatever reason, my number pad is also linked to this. So I keep nudging the number pad because I'm playing with the keyboard. Well, this was a mess. I mean, you get bragging rights for having beaten them, and you have the pretty little stars everywhere. Pretty easy stage by Coxon. Play. Not a good start to a stage. Oh, what happened? Oh, did you miss that? Oh, I'm sorry that I have the title card on there. I kind of got... Oh, that's so disappointing. I kind of got shunted across... This is not well designed. Kind of got shunted through the wall and then out into blank space. No, I am giving you a thumbs down. No two ways about... No! Okay. So, there's been, like, lackluster, disappointing, underwhelming... There's been a lot of... There's been a lot of stages so far that have been like, well, this could be a lot better, or here's exactly what you did wrong. This is one of the very few levels that I would say is just outright bad. Because you're thrown into situations where you just get hurt. I mean, this Nightman fight is vaguely interesting. You know, the spike in the middle does add, you know, a different level of interest there, but... You know, I can forgive it for one or two screens where it's like, oh yeah, you weren't prepared, so you just got hurt. But this is just, no, we're going to throw this at you and you're going to die instantly. And it's not even about getting over the challenges, it's just memorizing where you're supposed to be. You're immediately running when you hit the next screen before you even know, boo! I give you a thumbs down. Whoa, Cybernoodle. Watch your mouth there. I'm getting tired and it's making everything seem worse. Yes! Oh, it's a ladder. That's true, but that in particular ticked me off. I should check to see if I have weapons. I don't have weapons. Oh, ice! Right. I'm going to give this another shot, which is probably more than it deserves, but we'll see. I'm super impressed that I got that twice. Now, did we say we can slide? I don't think we can slide. Wow, okay. This is one that I might try on my own, but so far it seems like more effort than it's worth. Sweet Clouds and Deadly Robots by Noxus. Oh yeah, so I don't remember what the spike issue I once talked about. What else we got? Nothing, of course. I forget what spike issue that was. Yeah, so if I'm not playing this, I'm working on my game. If I'm not working on my game, I'm probably playing King's Quest VII, which is... I'm not a big fan of the King's Quest... What? Okay. Was I not looking and just walked off a pit, or was that platform not solid? But anywho, yeah. So if I'm not playing this, playing King's Quest VII. Not a huge fan of the King's Quest series. I do like adventure games, but that particular one, I think, needs a lot of help. And if I'm not playing that, I'm playing Chrono Cross, which just makes me cross. I'm really not enjoying that one. And I'm 28 hours into it, and keep expecting, oh, maybe it'll get better. People say it's a wonderful game, I should give it a chance. I would have stopped it 5 times over if it weren't related to my all-time favorite game. So, playing that one. And if I'm not doing that, I could be playing Super Scribblenauts, which is into more of the territory of replaying some of the puzzles on the, not the harder difficulty setting, but the advanced mode where I have to solve the same puzzle 3 times in a row using different things. I guess we jump? Oh, and now we're in a tight space. But we know how to fight Nightman. But I like that there's at least something different about that. Because close quarters fighting is not something you need to do a whole lot in Mega Man battles. My First Level by Selkie. Yeah, the one person who talked to me about Chrono Cross said, yeah, it's one of my top 5 RPGs, and yes, it does take a while to really get into it, but, you know, and she completely agreed with me on, yeah, there's some issues in the beginning of the game, but, you know, give it a chance, and then once you get into it, you know, by the time you get to the end, I was loving it so much that I immediately wanted to replay the game and go for all the secrets and everything. I'm like, okay, and then there was another person who said, yeah, I mean, it's no Chrono Trigger, but don't give up on it. I'm like, okay, I'll give this a shot, and I keep trying. Aside from the music, which is delightful, I have some major issue with, well, that was a waste, basically every aspect of the game. And they don't seem to be getting any better. Good night! Is that a block I need to blow up? Okay, that seems broken somehow. Rocky Ascent by Alta, which is Spanish for high, so that kind of makes sense. Thanks for joining, Kuno. What do we got? Star Crash. I like this glowy charge of Mega Man 4, and maybe it's the nostalgia factor. I know what to do this time. I don't know what to do this time. Oh, right, hang on. There we go. And I just added Metroid Prime Federation Force back to my to-play list. I had been playing it with a couple of friends, but then our schedules were so different, everybody was so busy, we weren't able to get together all that often, and we eventually decided, or at least 2 of us decided, I think the 3 of us might have, I forget exactly, but anyhow, some of us decided, with as difficult as it is to find time to get together, we would rather be spending that time doing something other than Metroid Prime Federation Force. Even though some fun was had, but more because of the multiplayer aspect than because the game itself is something to write home about. It's acceptable. It's not terrible. But I'd rather be playing other Metroid games. What was that? If you're standing on a hard block with a spike next to it because of how this game reads blocks compared with... Oh, that's right. I have not encountered a situation like that I can recall. So here's a slightly better use of the Hammer Joe, but again, more of an opportunity to fall into the bottomless pit behind you would be better. That's a little trippy with the Snake Man bits there. Fortunately, because there was another piece of level architecture that made me do that before, I knew to expect that. Otherwise, I would completely call them out on bogus level design. Even then, it's a bit of a blind jump, but there was some precedent for it, so it's kind of okay. I have not watched the new MST3K yet. I am slowly working my way through what's on Netflix of the original with my wife, even though that's just a random collection. The episodes aren't even in the order that they aired. But I watched a lot of it when it was on the air originally. So, realistically, I don't need to go back and watch or rewatch any of the old ones. But I like to. Very big on continuity, and want to see if there's any in-jokes from the old one that they slip in or anything like that. And so I will get around to it eventually. Monster Hunter World. I actually have no knowledge or interaction with Monster Hunter whatsoever. I couldn't even tell you what it looks like. Flight Bomb by Nana, or Nana. Nana! If I'm not into Chrono Cross after 27 plus hours, it's not going to change. Didn't think so. Hello, Happy Frog Games. No, and I don't see myself going back and playing Chrono Cross again and going after the best ending. Okay? Going after the best ending or anything like that. I am more than happy to YouTube that and find someone else who had better luck with it, and possibly by watching someone else's. I like this. This is reminiscent of that one battle from Megaman 0. Let's see, 4 on the snake. I really love that battle. I'm not as familiar with the Zero series as I am. Well, that's interesting. I've only played all of them twice, once on my own and then once to show them to my wife. So there's still a lot about the Zero series that I don't have ingrained in memory like I do with the classic or the X series. That was fun, I like that. I don't remember much of the rest of the stage, but it's worth a thumbs up for that last boss battle. 02, thank you. It was one of the Zeros. There's only 4 to choose from. SMR by SMR, a self-titled level. I'm okay mixing and matching the music, but bye. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is not a good introduction to Hammer Joes, but it's a good challenge if you know how to fight Hammer Joes. Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, I was... Oops. That's probably not supposed to happen. I just got greedy and stopped thinking. Okay, let's actually pay attention to what's going on here, and then read chat. Yeah, the Zero series, was not expecting that. I should have. That's sneaky. Alright, I want to at least get past that part. I know I can get past that part. Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of the Zero series. It feels like more of a fighting game because there's all the button combos. I mean, that's sort of inherent to playing as Zero, but I feel like it's more pronounced in those games. And the stats being graded on every single aspect of your performance really annoys me, because it takes some of the fun out of playing and then replaying the game to naturally get better at it just for the joy of getting better at the game. You can't even beat the game until you've gone above and beyond to get top rank to get all the special weapons that will actually help you get through this game. I guess we're going down! Whee! Whoa! Too much going on there. Also, the design here is a mess. This is just asking for glitches to happen even more than they already have. Ugh. And we know how to fight Crashman, and it's also kind of boring with just the Buster. Even though it's fun the first time you figure out you can do that. I'm gonna thumbs this down. I didn't strongly dislike it, but there's so many problems with it. And we're going to end, I swear we're going to end, with Snow Way by Sonic Tails 19. Well, series using button combos, as in, I remember ones where you're like, you have to hold up when you fire, or you have to hold certain directions, more so than just the, I'm going to push this direction and I'm going to aim it there. The way some of the weapons work, like the chain thing, doesn't, a lot of it just doesn't feel as much like traditional, Mega Man gameplay. I know it's not supposed to, but I also mean fighting game in the sense of all of the close quarters melee combat. That, yes, you can use the gun, and I usually do, but the game is really geared toward a lot of close quarters fighting, which I associate with a fighting game for some reason. Let's wait it out. Unfortunately, I haven't... I totally botched that one. I haven't played any of the Zero games recently enough to completely have everything readily accessible off the top of my head of why I do and don't care for certain aspects of it. But I do have solid rationale for everything. I just need to refresh my memory, because it's been a while. But I do tend to like them progressively more as they go. I really don't like 1, but also because the every death is a game over. I feel like that's a bit much. 0-2's a little bit better in that regard. It's at least more playable, but it's still very brutal. 3 I really like. I feel like that's the right balance of challenges and does some interesting things with the story. I like the music in a couple of places. And then 4 feels almost too easy in some respects. But I like the way that they rebalanced the elves, the cyber elf system. I think it works a lot better there. Yes, the grand final boss battle with Toadman. Whee. Well, the game is also incredibly stingy about its one-ups. Okay, that one's done. That's as far as I'm gonna play tonight, so thank you for joining me, and I will do another one of these sometime when you least expect it, or maybe when you most expect it, but, you know, I'll just say, hey, I'm live streaming, and then a couple minutes later, boom, live streaming. But I am planning, like I said, on doing a Mega Man X fan game sampler live stream sometime in the near future, and I'll actually give out, you know, advance warning for that one and play music as people are getting into chat, and, you know, like I usually do with my other streams. So, but this was fun. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you being here. And that is about it for now. We can talk Mega Man Zero some other time once I've refreshed my memory a little bit more so I can argue better about this. So, thanks. Do I have reviews for the Mega Man Zero games on my website? So, my website, and you've got a link right here, whatever my name is, .com, and I do not have anything for the Zero series yet. I've been writing mini reviews of all of the Mega Man games as I've been replaying through them, or ones that are still fresh enough in my memory that I can readily call to mind, or just have a quick refresh by watching someone else's YouTube video. Gotten a little behind on some of those, been writing more about the fan games than the official games, but I don't have anything on Mega Man Zero. But I do have large parts of the official Mega Man series and fan games covered with write-ups on my website if you're interested, because I like to write, and I don't do it as much as I'd like to. And that's about it, so you got all your links right there. And I think that is all that I'm going to say for now, so good night!